Hair transformation of Kristen Stewart. Kristen Stewart's hair journey is almost as diverse as her impressive acting career. Over the years, Stewart has experimented with a multitude of styles, colors, and cuts, reinventing her look numerous times. Her longtime hairstylist Eder Abergel perfectly encapsulated Stewart's hair evolution when he told in 2021, "Throughout the years, we have done so much. From her iconic Twilight days of long, dark, undone hair, to shaving her hair and bleaching her out, to tipping the ends of her hair in red dye to match a channel nail color for the Met Ball, to most recently coloring her hair into a coppery butterscotch that was a nod to pin-up girls from the early 40s and 50s. However, what sets Stewart's hair and style transformation apart is her unapologetic authenticity. The star has never been one to shy away from sharing her thoughts, opinions, and style with the world. And when it comes to hair, this means that the actor isn't afraid of embracing her edginess, messiness, and masculinity, which make her who she is just as much as everything else does. The early 2000s, Kristen Stewart rocks natural, dirty blonde locks. In the early 2000s, Kristen Stewart entered the entertainment industry with dirty blonde locks. Many might be surprised to learn that the actor actually has natural blonde hair. In 2002, the tween gained recognition for her portrayal of Sarah Altman in David Fincher's thriller, Panic Room. For Vanity Fair, Jodie Foster, who played her mother in the film, revealed that she was very impressed by Stewart's talent. Kristen was incredibly mature in some ways, and grounded and very calm under pressure. The Silence of the Lambs star said. She was an incredible listener, but then she'd say something so childlike that you'd be like, "That's right, she's only 11. Rocking a chin-length layered bob, Stewart's youthful and carefree spirit perfectly matched her hairstyle. At the time, Ma'am Stewart was embracing a tomboy style, and her bob haircut was anything but preppy. Instead, she opted for subtle layers she casually kept behind her ears. The young star always wanted to act, and with her talent, she certainly had a bright future ahead of her. When I made my first film, The Safety of Objects, I was like, this is it. This is the feeling. I've been chasing that ever since, Stewart admitted to Dove magazine in 2022. It's that sense of creating something together with others. It was exciting to see how many versions of myself I could find. 2003 to 2004. The young teen goes for a darker shade. As the mid-aughts approached, Kristen Stewart slowly began to find her way in Hollywood. And this was also marked by a change from her natural blonde locks to a darker shade. The young actor continued to land roles in notable movies like Cold Creek Manor and Catch That Kid, but her big break hadn't happened just yet. Opting for a rich chocolate brown, Stewart's new hair color perfectly complemented her features and added a new dimension to her look. Surprisingly, the brown shade appeared so natural that many surely assumed it was her original hair color, especially as she was still a teen when she had it dyed. Even though she was still just entering the scene, Stewart already hinted at the fact that she could rock a variety of hairstyles, something that she'd go on to confirm later in her career. 2005 to 2007. Kristen Stewart embraces blonde again. In 2005, Kristen Stewart embraced her blonde roots once again as she continued making waves in Hollywood. Still in her teens, Stewart opted for blended highlights with slightly darker roots. With her blonde locks, the actor sported a layered haircut with a long side-swept fringe that perfectly framed her face. Whether styled with a middle or side part, her hair always gave us an effortless yet stunning look. Stewart's hair became a defining feature of her look during this time and perfectly suited her role as teenager Lucy Hardwick in the 2007 movie In the Land of Women. Every now and then, the young actor would elevate her blonde locks with a fun updo for red carpet events, showcasing that she was willing to explore different styles, not only with her fashion, but with her hair too. And while she was already a silver screen success story, Stewart's big break, the one that would catapult her into a global spotlight, was right around the corner. 2008. The actor is in her Bella Swan hair era. Kristen Stewart entered what would become known as her Bella Swan era in 2008 as she starred in the wildly popular Twilight series. Portraying the main character, Bella Swan, Stewart's performance catapulted her to international notoriety. The series, based on Stephenie Meyer's novels, became a major success story with a total of 5 installments, all of which featured Stewart as the lead. When asked by E! News how the Twilight saga changed her in 2014, Stewart said, On an exceptionally obvious note, it's opened a lot of doors, but I've become who I am because of that. It was 5 years of my life. Stewart's hair became synonymous with Bella's iconic look, long layered brown locks that exuded effortless charm. Her hair captured Bella's laid-back, nonchalant vibe, often appearing as if she had casually tousled it with her hands. Despite its seemingly relaxed style, Stewart's hair always looked impeccable. Occasionally, the star played around with adding some red undertones to her brunette locks, adding more dimension and fun to her overall look. 2009 to 2010. Kristen Stewart goes for a rock star mullet. Kristen Stewart underwent a dramatic hair change for her role as Joan Jett in the biographical film The Runaways, which premiered in 2010. Portraying the rock star required Stewart to adopt a Joan Jett-esque 70s mullet, a departure from her previous looks. The bold hairstyle change was perfectly in line with Jett's iconic rocker aesthetic and added authenticity to Stewart's portrayal of the legendary musician. Embracing the role, Stewart revealed that she felt a deep connection to Jett, so much so that she decided to cut her hair for the role instead of wearing a wig. However, the actor was still playing Bella Swan in the Twilight saga, and for that role, she didn't need a wig. It was fine. I've worn wigs before. I just felt such a tactile thing with Joan that I cut my hair for the role, she admitted to MTV News at the Runaways premiere. She holds all of her energy in her hands. I could be Bella without my hair, but I couldn't play Joan without. The bold move to drastically change her hair for a role highlighted Stewart's dedication to her career, as well as her willingness to entirely immerse herself in her characters. And yes, she proved that she could channel Jett's rebellious spirit and rockstar persona while simultaneously showcasing all of Bella Swan's vulnerability. 2011 to 2013. The actor embraces long hair. Kristen Stewart embraced her long brown locks as she bid farewell to her iconic role as Bella Swan with the premiere of its final installment, The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 2, in 2012. Most projects I've been a part of were tiny. For Twilight, we had 4 years to King obsess. I mean solely and completely obsess over this one project and be so indulgent, Stewart told Elle that year. So the relief that comes with it is even more palpable. Twilight is something I hold so close, I can't even tell you. 4 years, that's high school, you know? As she continued her journey in the entertainment industry, Stewart kept her long hair, usually styling it in her signature messy and nonchalant hairstyles, such as updos and side braids. The star's hair complemented her laid-back and cool persona. In a 2014 interview with The Cut, Stewart revealed her low-maintenance approach to hair care, stating, "I don't do much with my hair. When I'm working, I treat it so often. There's heat or color on it. When I'm not working, I just like to let it be healthy. I don't wash it every day. I like to switch up my shampoo." There's no denying that this approach allowed Stewart to maintain healthy and natural-looking hair while rocking long locks. The star's carefree attitude toward hairstyling perfectly reflected her personality and added to her effortlessly chic appeal. During this period, Stewart's hairstyles were characterized by their simplicity and ease, reflecting her preference for authenticity. If it wasn't clear before then, now it was. Kristen Stewart was becoming a major fashion icon and beauty trendsetter. 2015 to 2015. Kristen Stewart goes for a short bob haircut. In 2014, Kristen Stewart made an unexpected statement at the Met Gala with a stunning copper hair color and a fun bob haircut. The event's theme, Charles James, Beyond Fashion, inspired Stewart to experiment with her look, and she styled her hair with curls pulled to one side, accentuated by a deep side part. By 2015, Stewart had fully embraced her shorter hair and shared her thoughts on the experience with Marie Claire by saying, "I cut my hair off when I turned 23. The effect was astounding. My hair was such a crutch. I looked quote-unquote sexy no matter what. I could hide behind it. As soon as I didn't have all that hair, I had to let my face hang out. I felt more confident than I had in a really long time. And it felt really good." The decision to go shorter not only transformed Stewart's appearance, but also empowered her to embrace her natural beauty and confidence. And with that, she surely inspired many out there to give shorter hair a chance, too. 2016 to 2017. The star embraces platinum blonde. Kristen Stewart continued to embrace the versatility of short hair by taking her look to the next level with a bold platinum blonde color. While still exploring everything that short hair had to offer, the star decided to go over to the blonde side, and we have to admit that there doesn't seem to be a hairstyle or color the actor can't pull off. By now, Stewart had starred in both indie movies and big blockbusters, allowing herself to go for roles that excited her. I just did like 5 movies over a 2-year period, and I think it's a very good decision for me right now to stop acting in movies for just a moment, and I've never really done that. I'd never changed my appearance, she told People in 2016 via E! News. In 2017, Kristen Stewart made an even more dramatic hair transformation by shaving her hair into a buzz cut for her role in the movie Underwater. During an appearance on Today, the actor revealed that she decided to part with her long locks to make her life easier while shooting the film. Stewart explained, "I'm doing a movie in a couple of weeks called Underwater, and I play a mechanical engineer who is working on an oil rig that's on the bottom of the ocean floor. So for me, it was like, it's practical. I mean, I'm not going to be able to have touch-ups once I put the helmet on. I must shave my head." She further expressed her excitement about the transformation, stating that she had wanted to explore what short hair has to offer for a very long time. 2018 to 2020. Kristen Stewart has fun with short, shaggy hair. Towards the end of the 2010s, Kristen Stewart continued to experiment with her short hair, opting for a playful and shaggy look. During this period, she even rocked frosted tips, a subtle nod to the 90s and early aughts. The lighter blonde highlights helped add extra definition to her short shag haircut. Stewart's longtime hairstylist, Edgar Abergel, has been behind the star's hair since she was 15 years old. Speaking of Vogue about working with Stewart, Abergel said, "It's a total collaboration. Kristen and I will throw out a lot of references when we are working on a look. I am an avid researcher and image collector. My favorite thing in the entire world is collaboration." Stewart's carefree nature surely makes working on her hair easier, and the fact that the actor is willing to try out new and fun things results in bold and often androgynous hairstyles like this one. Kristen is low maintenance with her day-to-day off-duty hair. Abergel adds, "It's either in a ponytail or just textural and undone." 2021 to 2022. The actor rocks a blonde lob. During the COVID-19 pandemic, Kristen Stewart continued to showcase her evolution, this time with a chick blonde lob, a hairstyle that's perfect for that in-between length. Her hairstylist Edgar Abergel revealed to in late 2021, "Kristen is one of my greatest muses." Explaining the inspiration behind Stewart's hair at the time, Abergel said, "For her more recent looks, we looked at lots of references. We looked at 1990s Drew Barrymore and Natasha Kaminsky from the film Paris, Texas, as well as early Peter Lindbergh photographs for that textured hair look. And for the Met Gala, we looked at early 40s and 50s pinup girls. The blonde added the perfect amount of freshness to the star's look, all while complementing her ongoing style transformation. It also allowed the actor to explore a modern pinup girl aesthetic that we can't imagine her doing with her brown shag haircut. In recent years, Stewart's hair has always made a statement, but the chic and timeless messy blonde lob might just be one of our favorites. 2021 marked a major year for Stewart's career as she portrayed Princess Diana in Spencer, a role that earned her a Best Actress nomination at the 2022 Academy Awards. 2023. Kristen Stewart goes back to darker locks and her signature mullet. In 2023, Kristen Stewart returned to a look she knew suited her, darker locks, and her signature messy mullet, this time with an even more androgynous edge. The actor has been known for blurring the lines between traditionally feminine and masculine beauty and fashion standards, and while some might play around with styles for the shock value, Stewart's choices have always reflected her commitment to authenticity. Edgar Abergel explained to Couture, "For me, hair is not about homogenizing everyone and doing the same style on everyone, but bringing out individuality. So if I'm doing Kristen Stewart, she's going to be a little bit more punk. I'm definitely going to leave a rougher texture in her hair. It's going to be deconstructed." With her edgy mullet and dark locks, Stewart continued to push her own boundaries as well as those of Hollywood, all while inspiring others to embrace their individuality and authenticity, no matter what that might look like. 2024 present. Kristen Stewart embraces bangs. Kristen Stewart continued to experiment with her hair in 2024, this time embracing bangs. While the star has rocked a variety of bang styles before, this version took on the more traditional right across the forehead look. But don't expect sleek and perfectly styled bangs from Stewart. Instead, she's giving us raw and effortless, with bangs that are chunky and choppy. I would say that Kristen is fearless when it comes to self-expression. She is a true individual. She also has an incredible knowledge of references, hairstylist Adder Abergold told Vogue. The actor's latest hair transformation perfectly embodies her unapologetic approach to personal style as she continues to express herself through beauty and fashion in a manner that she finds true to herself. And with her rebellious spirit, Stewart proves that beauty lies in embracing your unique self-expression. After all, if you love something, who cares about what others might think?